Hey everybody, it's Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, an emerging nation. We've been around for almost 5 years now, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We are now expanding our economy, and that will improve the liquidity and value of our currency, benefiting all our citizens because they all hold our currency, because we give it to them every month. And anybody can be a citizen. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. There's no fee, there's no obligation. There's lots of things that you can get involved in if you choose, but there is no, as I say, no pressure, no obligation. We're also a non-separatist organization, so you will come along and fit in as a human being. We don't separate people into groups based on where they come from, what they look like, how tall they are, how old they are, whatever, anything, We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Before that, we'll have a very, very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. Everybody wants to be happy. It's what motivates us all, it's happiness. You may think that you want a new car. Why do you want it? You feel you'll be happier with it. New house, travel, relationships, all because you want to be happy and you believe that they'll create happiness for you. So that is what our little prayer is about, finding true happiness in life, not just short-term pleasure, but that everlasting, ever-new joy within. But welcome to you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of people watch the recordings. We have them on YouTube and Facebook, and I think in Twitch, because not everybody can make 7 p.m. London time. It's not convenient for everyone. The great thing about being here live, of course, is you can keep your eye on me, make sure I don't make any mistakes. Lewis is good at doing that for me. And then you can also ask any questions. You can pop your name in the comments, let people see who you are, where you're from, and show that we are really a global community. So let's just have a quick look who's here now. We got Peter in from the Cameroon. He's top of the comments again. We got Mary in from Chicago, USA. Lewis here to keep his eye on me from Lisbon in Portugal. And Ramachandra from Watford in England. Don Wilson from Vancouver Island in Canada. Dustin in from Tucson, Arizona. Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. And let's get started right away. There'll be more people joining us. But let's get started right away now with that little prayer and the affirmation. Then I can bring you up to date with what's happening behind the scenes, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love bless each member, that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Now, a little affirmation that help us with that non-separatist ideology, get rid of any prejudices we may have picked up along the way. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. Let's get the numbers out of the way, and then I don't forget to do them. and then we can chat about other things. We have an increase of 86 in the 777 plan to 33,515 members. We have an increase of 2 in our registered members to 51,098. An increase of 34 in our active members to 33,006. No, sorry, 3,306. I wish it was 33,000, but we're getting there. We're getting more people being active. We have an increase of 3 in our ShareHub paid members. And we have, what else have we got? We've got no change in the membership base for Multiply Visa. We did log in, get a few cents, about 90 cents, just as a revenue share for logging in. And that took the bonus pool up to $10,673.62. Okay. Now then, I just realized that I'm not ready for the free cash withdrawals that we'll be doing. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna just log into the admin account and get an up-to-date spreadsheet for that. And you may have to bear with me a little bit while we sort it out and get people in the get everybody a number so that we can do do some withdrawals. So it should be coming up soon. Let me explore what's going on a bit. Okay. So bear with me just a second while we get that done. Tonight is, of course, Burns night as well. I see we've got Buzina in from Scotland. I don't know whether she celebrates Burns night or not. Quite a few people in England used to celebrate when I was living in the Manchester area. I used to go to the Burns Tavern up in Northern Rochdale, and it was quite a night, to say the least. But I'm sure that it's much more celebrated in Scotland. Okay, right. Let me just see if we've got more people in here. Yeah, we've got Richard in from Devon in England. The developers, we don't have anything happening developers wise over the weekend, because they all have time off. So that is we have no updates on development, let's put it that way. I'm just going to sort this spreadsheet ready. So when I click a few, it may look a little bit different than usual because I'm not going to spruce it up a bit, but it'll get the job done. I don't know how many members we've got there now, but it is going up. The count is going up, which is good news. So I'm just going to give everybody a number. And we've got 2,671 is the last number. Let me write that in up here. 2671, and then I won't get mixed up, hopefully, when we come to do things. Okay, as I say, it won't be as pretty as normal, but it will do. We will get the job done. Rosina said, yeah, just had some haggis, neeps and tatties, and a wee dram as well, I hope, Rosina. Okay. In fact, I bought a haggis, but it's still in the fridge, so we'll probably be having our Burns night a day late. We'll have it tomorrow. Okay, I like haggis actually. I've always liked haggis. Haggis, neeps and tatties, and I know wee dram, you can't beat it. Okay. What else have we got news-wise? I have been talking with the Vibe management team, particularly Megan, actually. I mean, not got all of the management team, but she she wants to help us all she can with linking into their system, but there are 4 people that sort of co-owners, and they're worried about compliance and things if we do things the way that would be ideal for us. So they're looking into that. However, there's always a way around it, and we will find a way around it, and we will get the thing up and running as quickly as we possibly can. What I have done today, and I think it was in the email, how you will use the system. And first of all, I would recommend that you don't wait for the system to mature and get you paid in. I would recommend that as soon as you can get a product, you get one. Looking at the numbers for the people taking up the option to lock in their spots, it's looking like it will be above the sort of 8 to 10% that people normally get from a pre-launch. It looks like it's going to be probably 10 to as much as 15%, and that is incredible in itself. It's almost double. If it hits 15%, it's almost double the usual sort of conversion rate from a free pre-launch. Most of the people that get involved in a free pre-launch never do anything, and 8 to 10% is considered pretty good. It looks like it's going to be quite a bit higher than that. As I say, 10 is the lowest, and probably as high as 15%. Even based on the figures that we have now, which I think there are about 35,000 people in the pre-launch at the moment. I can check that just a second. I've got it in my spreadsheet here. Yeah, this morning there were 35,091. There's going to be probably nearly 36,000 at the moment. But with 35,091, it's going to fill 7 levels of the company matrix. A little bit more, actually. It's going to get into the 8th level. Now, none of us are going to be in that top position, and none of us are going to be in that first level below the top position, and I don't think any of us are going to be in the second, but I think some of us will be in the third. And if you're in the third level, I think you are pretty much guaranteed to get well over $1,000 a month. Well over $1,000 a month. If you're in the 4th level, I think you'll probably hit $1,000 a month. And if you're in the 5th level, I think you can expect to get $500 to $1,000 a month. And pretty much everybody that's in at the moment will be in one of those levels that I've just talked about, I think. Some people that are joining, I mean, we're still bringing people in today, and depends on how much growth there is going from this point onwards and how many people upgrade from the growth from this point onwards. But I think it's pretty certain that everybody that gets in within the next day or two are going to be comfortable anyway. You know, even if you're only making a profit of $100 or $200 a month, it's good, isn't it? And I think that will be a sort of minimum level for people that are getting in now. And people that were in before, as I say, I think they're going to see bigger incomes than that. Now, if you've referred people as well, of course, you get 100% match on anything that they're making. So there is a chance that some of us could make some really handy income from that. It would be good if the admin account, Frami account, gets some decent income, because we had a bombshell. It wasn't entirely unexpected for most of us, quite frankly, that Beyond Infinity are discontinuing their what was the Beyond Infinity Gold plan, and they changed it to the Golden Tech Passive Income Plan, or whatever they called it. Now they're discontinuing that. Now, what they're going to replace it with, nobody knows at this stage. But if they don't replace it with something, then all the other plans collapse, because they were all based really on the income being generated from that plan. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Beyond Infinity, Gold Tech consultants over the coming week or two, when they're going to have to make some sort of decision about what they're going to do with people and everything else. Now, of course, they still have the that over-the-counter business. Nobody knows how well that's doing. Well, I say nobody, I mean, the general public don't know. We don't know. I'm sure that the people in Gold Tech Consulting and do know, but they have that, which doesn't benefit the members in any way unless they are node holders. Now, we are node holders. How much it'll benefit the node holders, nobody knows at this stage, but there have been talks on the official Telegram channel that there will be some sort of conversion of the points that have been accumulated into cash in the not too distant future. And of course, we also have that cooperative we did. It may produce something significant in the short term, and it may not. We don't know. Medium term is a better chance. Long term, who knows? So that has gone. And of course, with that, we have lost quite a lot of income in We Share Abundance. So hopefully, Vibe has come along at the right time, and we can replace any income that we've lost with Vibe. So that is the updates on what I know, which is very little. I only know what's been posted on the Telegram group, and if you go there, you know exactly the same as me. I don't have any insights or any preferential treatment or anything in what goes on. So it's in the lap of the gods. We'll have to wait and see. The Vibe, though, is is going well. They've had issues with their initial payment systems and things, which isn't unusual, particularly when there are a lot of people involved, because the merchant that are processing credit cards all of a sudden see this big influx of people trying to pay, and they don't really know why there's so many coming all at once and what's happening. And banks don't know the company. They don't know whether it's a safe, solid company or whether it's one of these shady crypto things, and so they will often stop the purchases going through if you're using a debit card or a credit card. So there are issues there. I in fact paid for myself and my wife's account. When I say myself, it's our We Share Abundance account. My wife runs her own account, but I did the payment for a while I was at it. And I used crypto, and it went through very quickly and very smoothly. And I did a little bit of a video. I was hoping to show you the back office, but when I tried to get to the payment page, it just said that the link was no longer valid. I did hear something, and I'm not quite sure, but it was from Tony, I think, and she's part of the management team, that if you've not paid, I think there is a button in the back office which you can click on to pay. Now, it doesn't show up in my back office, but I've paid, and it doesn't show up in my wife's back office because I checked, but she's paid as well. But if you've not paid them, you may find that there is a button in there, and you can get that $25 out of the way and lock in your position. As I say, if you joined, well, even if you join in now, I think you're guaranteed to make a profit, provided you get locked into the matrix. The longer you leave it, the less certain I am of you getting a profit on day one. But I think when they launch on the 17th, now not everybody's going to jump in, boom, straight away on the 17th, although a lot of people will. But by the end of February, for example, what's that? It's 11 days, isn't it? Yeah, well before that, I would think you will be in profit. How much remains to be seen, but it is pretty certain that that anybody that is already registered and locks in their position, particularly if you were in that group before the affiliate links were made available, I think anybody that was in that group is going to be into the thousands of dollars monthly income. So it's an exciting time, and we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm not promising that that's what you're going to get. Those are my calculations based on what I can see happening. I might be wrong, okay? But those are what I feel will happen, and you can pat me on the back if I'm right, and you can slap me on the face if I'm not. When it all comes to, hey lads, hey, and we see what's happened. Let's have a look. We've got a few more people in here. Let me avail myself of these so I can see. We've got David in from South Africa, Derek from Wado City, Nigeria, Kingsley from Manchester, England, Norman from Doncaster, England, Maureen from London, England, Doug from Alberta in Canada. I think Doug, I think I've seen you on the leaderboard actually in Vibe, so I think you're doing pretty well. We got Dustin in from South Africa, I think, but I'm not sure. I have 5 referrals that have paid their $25. Do you think that will bring in any profits? Well, it's going to bring you $50 in now. That's $50. It's cost you 25, so you're already $25 up. Depending on when they joined and when you joined, I would I would look at what I said earlier about the positions and the potential income. But yeah, I think everybody that got in or that even that's in now, I think you will make a profit, provided you lock in your place and get your product. Okay, don't blame me if you don't. That's just my feelings, my gut feelings, and from the numbers that I've calculated and the spreadsheets I've done on it and things, I think that's likely. Let's put it that way. Doug says, yeah, I made the leaderboard. So there you go. Doug must have got at least 50 personal referrals. So well done, Dougie. That is a wonderful achievement. Well done. Where are we here? We all joined a week or so ago and paid for our spot as soon as we got the email yesterday. Yeah, and I think you're going to be in good hands with Vibe, and the plan will be $11. That is our feeder plan, if you like. It's like an extension of the pre-launch that will be ongoing, because we'll be putting people into there, and not only will it be an extension of the pre-launch, but it will cover your costs. You only have to fill that 3x3 matrix, and it'll cover all your costs for both We Share Abundance and for Vibe. You'll never have to put your hand in your pocket again once you fill that 3x3 matrix. Now, I don't want you to wait for that to fill before you get your product. Get your product, you'll make money with it. Get in as quickly as you can. And everybody that gets in and gets the product doesn't mean that you won't be able to use that feeder plan, because there'll be a lot of people that won't have either the resources in cash or confidence to jump in as a paid member of Vibe. But when you can offer them the opportunity to do it for $11, that's going to make a big difference. People give that a go. And if, as we get all those people just for $11, get them through and get their matrix filled, they're going to be direct referrals for you. If you bring them in, you're going to get a matching bonus on them. You both on that initial payment, on the referral commission, and also on the matrix. So it's well worth being in there and getting in there. And it means that all the income that you receive from Vibe will be profit, because it'll all your ongoing monthly costs in Vibe will be paid for from that $11 plan. So you need to get in it as well as getting into Vibe. Get into Vibe as early as you can with as high a level as you can. I'm not sure how long it'll take for us to get that feeder plan put together. We've only just started working on it. We won't really know how long it's going to take until we've been into it for a couple of days. So by Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll perhaps have an idea of how long it's going to take before we can actually let people into that plan. But that is like an add-on for you, and it will help you refer people and get your 7 people. You want 7 people because 7 people opens up every part of the compensation plan in Vibe. You know, all the levels, and the potential income there is huge, absolutely huge. And if we can get everybody through and with 7 referrals, everybody is going to make absolute fortunes from that Vibe pay plan. Not overnight, but let's suppose it you go out and you put in some series and it takes you a month to get your matrix filled and your first level matrix filled. That's only fine. Everybody finding 3 people a week. That's all that is. Not you finding 3 people every week. I mean, that would make it even quicker. But everybody finding just 3 people in a week, and then helping others get their 3 people, and so on. Your income from Vibe from doing that would be $300 just purely in referral commissions. Your product in Vibe will be paid for. All the plans in We Share Abundance will be paid for. You're never going to need to put your hand in your pocket again, except to take out money that you're going to spend on whatever it is you want. You're going to make more money than you've ever dreamed of through Vibe, and particularly if you utilize that success blueprint. Now, money can either be a blessing or a curse, and I want you all to be blessed with it. There are an awful lot of people that have come into large sums of money and it's devastated them. It's left them, okay, they've been over the moon for a while and they've done this and done that, and short term, boom. But very soon they're back to being paupers, and they're depressed. They're worse off than they were before. And there is the possibility of that happening with people that are now in that Vibe pre-launch, because there is a real possibility that some people will be earning $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month right from the launch period. Some maybe even more. And for most people, that is totally life-changing, and you need to be grounded in what happens with that money. You need to know that money, wealth, power, possessions are not an indication of happiness unless they are rightly used and used with wisdom. And part of that will be in doing things for other people. You know, if you just look at perhaps the music industry, there are loads and loads of kids get into the music industry, and some of them get into having hit records and things like that, make an awful lot of money. And if you look at the incidence of early death through drug abuse, alcoholism, depression, all sorts of things, because they have all this money and they've never been used to it and they don't know what to do with it, and it destroys them. But you see the people that have managed to get beyond that, and nearly all of them have set up some form of charitable trust, whether you know, I mean, I know that Paul McCartney has. I know that Ringo Starr has. Those are the two that are left. I know that George Harrison set something up before he died, and that is still in existence. Things that help other people, and it'll give you the money to be able to pursue your passion for helping other people, or saving animals, or whatever it is that your passion is. So pursue that passion, because that is being guided by wisdom that is within you. Don't just go mad with what other people think you should be doing with your new Bentley or Rolls Royce or Lamborghini and your mansion. And you know, I'm not saying that it's wrong to have those things. You may want them, and it may be something that is good for you to have. But do it in the right order, do it in the right way, because you are going to be, a lot of you that have locked in your positions, you are going to be in a position where some of you, depending on when you got in, you're going to see incredible amounts of cash. I mean, you look at Dustin said he's got 5 people. Let's suppose Dustin and his 5 people are making $5,000 a month each. Not a fortune, but it's a retirement income for most people. But Dustin's introduced those 5, so he's going to be making $30,000 a month. And a lot of people are going to be making $5,000 and more. And $30,000 a month is quite a substantial income that most people will never have experienced before. And you've got to be clued in. You've got to be wise. You've got to follow your conscience and your inner self, rather than be pushed where people think you should be. And you've got to keep a level head. Okay, just a word of warning, because as I say, money can be a blessing, and I pray that it is a blessing for all of you, but it can also be a curse, and we don't want any of our members to be feeling cursed. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got here. Any word on the price? No, I think the product price for Vibe, I think they're going to be announcing the products and things. They've tentatively said on February the 1st. Whether that's just an inclination or an indication of the products, or whether it's a full disclosure and prices, I don't know. Peter says he's not received an email link for Vibe. Okay, a lot of people haven't. They've stopped sending them because it wasn't working out properly. There may be, as I said before, there may be a button in your dashboard to make the upgrade. I know there was something said on the leaders. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Let me see if I can find it. What was it on? It was in the VYB leaders group. Okay. I don't. Well, I can do a screen share and you'll see it, but that would take a lot of time. This was posted by Tony Marek. who said the back office has a button on the dashboard for checkout. So go into your back office and have a good look round. There may well be a button there. I don't know. I can't verify it because I've paid, and so there's no button there for me. But if you've not had the opportunity to pay, there may well be. I mean, this is, if you like, from the horse's mouth. She is one of the senior management team, and where's did that go? Here we go. Here we go. Paste. That is copied from the leaders Telegram group. Anybody that's on the leaderboard has access to that, and that is from Tony. So I can only say that should be accurate. There should be a button in your dashboard where you can click and check out. Lewis said, yes, it is. I don't know what he's saying. Yes, it is too. But and Doug says they only sent out to the first 6,000. Yeah, they stopped. I'm not sure whether it was the first 6,000. They said they stopped sending after the last 6,000 had been sent. They may have sent 12,000 out. They may be doing them in 6,000 batches and throttling that. But they did say that they had stopped sending them and not going to send emails for the payments in the future. And that button in your back office may be the solution that they've come up with. So check your back office. Who was it asked that? I can't see who it was now. Somebody was saying they'd not received. Oh, here it is. Peter said he's not received an email link for live. Check your back office, Peter. And then my advice is pay using crypto. There's an awful lot of problems with every other system, and don't try and link your wallet. I can't show it, and I don't know whether it'll come up in the same way. Probably it will, but there were 4 options for crypto, and the one at the extreme left is the simplest. All you do is you copy your wallet address and you send your money there, and pay it in crypto. It'll be less hassle and it'll process quickly. Peter says, I heard today that emails have now stopped. Look in your back office for a join link. Yeah, there you go. Doug says they are going to correct any problems before sending out any more. I don't think they're going to send out any more, Doug. I think they've abandoned the email system. It was just causing too much trouble and bother. Which crypto did you use for the payment? You can only use Tether, but you can use it from any of the blockchains. You can use it on the Tron blockchain, Binance Smart Chain, or Polygon. I actually use Polygon. It's very fast, Polygon, and it's inexpensive. TRX has got to be fairly expensive now. It'll cost you maybe a couple of dollars, $3, $4 even sometimes. Whereas BSC and Polygon, you're going to be looking at a few cents. Dustin says, what if my referrals never refer people? Will they eventually be in profit through the matrix? If they're in now, I think they'll be in profit on day one. But I can't guarantee that. Who can? There you go. Deborah's in from Southern Alabama, USA, very late today. Better late than never, Deborah. get some haggis and whiskey going, okay, to make up for being late, because it's Burns night. And only a true Scot can understand half of what Burns wrote. It's all in Scottish dialect. His writings. I think he did it deliberately to prevent the Sassenachs understanding what he was on about. But yeah, have a good celebration. What else have we got to do now? I think we've covered all the updates, and that's been quite extensive on Vibe as well. I am pretty much convinced that anybody that is in now, even now, I mean, the people that were in a week or two ago when we first announced this, they're going to benefit the most, obviously, if it's all done on a time basis. I don't know how they're going to arrange that first batch that were in before the affiliate links came out. I know that after the affiliate links came out, everybody's time stamped, and so it goes in on a time basis. But I've got a feeling that they are going to prioritize giving the people that have referred more people higher positions in the matrix. And that would, of course, benefit the We Share Abundance account, the Frami account, if that is the case. And the reason for doing that is not just to reward those people because they've put in some effort, but it's because you want the people that are bringing in people at the top, so that it filters down. You don't want them down underneath you because it's not doing the same good for you. You want them at the top so that everybody is benefiting from those. I wouldn't call them leaders necessarily. I don't know that I'm a leader really, but they are people that have the ability to create spillover for the rest of the people. Okay. We got Richard. Try to avoid the Tron network. It cost me over $7 extra. Yeah, as I say, Tron's got very expensive. I don't know why. In fact, it cost me nothing because I'm in Nexo. No, not everybody can be in Nexo. But Nexo usually give you 2 or 3 transfers every month, totally free. So I didn't get charged anything for it. So I paid for mine and my wife's using Polygon, and it didn't cost me anything. So if you're in the UK, Nexo is a really good option, but I don't think it's available in every country. Okay, we've got Ali in here saying, I'm Ali from Pakistan. Oh yeah, right, okay. Let's give some money away. As I say, the spreadsheet won't look anything like as good as normal, because I forgot to get it out, and I've done it while we've been talking. And so we need to go to random.org, and I need to put in the numbers there. When I find random.org, I've not got that either. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful if I was organized? Here we go, random.org. Let's refresh the page here. And we're going to put in 2671. Where's random.org gone? 2671. Okay. No, it's not taken. 2671. Okay, now it has. So let's do a screen share for that. And we'll pick a couple of people out. Random.org. Okay, here we are, 2 to 2671. I'm going to click the generate button a couple of times. We'll get two numbers. We'll allocate those people some random withdrawal fees. 1685 is the first one. 1685. And if we go back and click again, 1430. 1430. Okay. And what do we do now? We stop sharing the screen. And then we do a screen share for the spreadsheet. Okay, so here we have it. 1685 is the first one we're going to be looking for. So let's get down there. 1685. We copy that. And we go back up the top. And we paste it in there. Not letting me paste. Wonder why. Let's go back down here. Ah dear. 1685. 1685. Okay, copy. Merging cells, don't want to merging cells. What? We're copying, okay. Then go back up the top. And hopefully we can paste it in. Yeah, okay. And it's just going to be a $60 one. We can make that look like real money. Okay. And then we want 1430. 1430. And that is also going to be a $60 one. We've got matches there, that's right. Let's make these bigger so that you can see who it is. And let's, in fact, make it a bit bigger there. And then we make those bigger again. Come on, Graham. There we go. So we've got Nevik member or something like that, and Paul Dimash are the recipients. They're both going to get $60. And if they're sponsors, Salcast and M Grant 1983 are in here. They'll get matching $60 as well. So congratulations to those two free cash recipients today. Let me save that. Okay, done. Stop sharing. And back here. And who else have we got? Peter, have you heard anything recently regarding Vortic? Vortic has disappeared, gone from site. I don't think it's coming back. I had great hopes for it. I had a lot of respect for Jensen Robles, and he's disappeared, and Unfortunately, I think, like so many others, it's gone with the wind or whatever. Okay, that's it, folks. We have done what we came to do. We've given you the updates. We've discussed Vibe in quite a lot of detail. It is important because Vibe is going to give us that high end, if you like. Now, nearly all good opportunities have a high end sale. We've always shied away from it because so many of our members are in countries where they struggle to get $10 together, let alone get into a high end product. And I don't think Vibe is going to be classed by a lot of people as high end. I think the products are going to be fairly reasonably priced for the type of opportunity and everything it is. We won't know until they tell us, but even so, they would be out of the price range for most of our members. And so with the feeder plan going into Vibe, it gives us that chance, and it gives everybody a chance. And if you follow the instructions and if you do things in the way that we're going to teach, basically we're going to just get you to get people onto a call. Not a telephone call. I don't have time to do telephone calls, but onto a Zoom call, and we'll do them on a regular basis. I'm not quite sure how often at this stage. It won't be less frequent than once a week. It may be more frequent. And on that Zoom call, we will do the opportunity presentation and answer any questions and close the people for you. Now, you're quite capable in many cases of doing it all yourself. But you see, the point of having a system like this is that all anybody needs to do is get somebody's interest piqued enough to attend the call and get the full facts, and then just leave it up to the system to do everything else for you. And that takes the pressure off of people asking people to sign up and to pay and get this product and do this and do that. It's all going to be done on the Zoom call. It's going to be explained and gone through. And will everybody that you get on the Zoom call join? No. But the ones that do will know the system and know what they're going to do. And that's the important thing, that's why salesmen fail in multi-level marketing, because they go out and they go, oh, this is good, I can do this, boom. And they see a 3x3 matrix like we've got, 27 sales, I can do that, and they go out and they do it. But the people that referred look at him and they say, well, I'm not a salesman and I don't want to be a salesman, and how do I do it? I don't think I can do it, and they drop out. So what happens is he makes his initial sales and he gets that initial impact, but then people start dropping out because they don't know what to do and they don't know how to do it, and they don't want to do what that guy's done. Same if I've seen people set up market stalls selling products and they think that's the way forward, and everybody that buys a product say, do, but people say, oh, I don't want a market stall. They rip it all up. It's got to be easily duplicatable. That is the success. That is where you'll find your success. And that's why we're going to promote the system. Just pique some interest enough to get people on the call. And when they get on the call, we'll do our best to explain things in a way that they see the benefits. And if they see the benefits, they will join. And if they don't see the benefits, we don't really want them anyway. We don't need people that don't see the benefits. We don't want to convince people. We want people that see it and say, yeah, okay, I can do that. I can say to somebody, this, and get them to there That's all I've got to do. I can do that. That's what we want people to be able to say. I can do that. And then the system will take over, and it'll build that matrix very quickly, and people will start making money. You know, you fill that matrix, you're on $300 a month. Now, that's not a fortune, but it is for some people. And I think the statistics in the United States said that something like 70 to 80% of bankruptcies would not have occurred if people had an extra $200 to $400 in income. So $300 can make a big difference to a lot of people. And that's just the start, because that is just that first initial thing, and then it never costs you any more out of pocket. And that is there, and that is without the matrix payments that kick in. And you may have to wait a while for the matrix payments to start kicking in. It depends on where you are and how fast the whole matrix is growing. But if you're making $300 pure profit anyway, you're not going to drop out, are you? And if you can keep bringing people along, it's going to increase your revenue very quickly. And it won't be long before you're making over $1,000, which, once again, not a fortune to some people, but it is a significant amount to many people. $1,000 a month coming in, month after month after month after month, without even the matrix payments. So it's all about putting the system in place, helping people through that system, making it as simple as possible. All you do is get somebody interested enough to watch, to join the meeting. That's all. That's it. That's your job done. And we can't make it any simpler than that. And even if you can handle it all yourself, it's better to go through the system so that people see that that's what you're doing. Now, another reason for using the system is if you're talking to people you know, they're not going to give you the same credibility as somebody they don't know. That's just human nature. They say, oh, I've known this guy for years and he's pitching this now, and well, you know. You say, oh, just take a look at it, because this guy is doing all right. He's making a lot of money, and he can tell you exactly what he's doing to make it. And that way you overcome that I don't know what the word for it is really, but it's what happens when you're talking to people that you've known for years and years, and or you know that they've seen you around all the time, and it's what happens is they disregard what you're telling them. They don't see you as having the knowledge to be able to explain things and do things and tell them things, because you know I went to school with you. What are you telling me all this for? You know, that'll be their attitude. But if you say, you know, go and see this guy, it's pretty good. He's done me a favor, and then they get on the meeting and it's somebody that they don't know. They don't know. I mean, you might be much better. You might be making more money than me. You might be much better at explaining it than me. But to them, I'm somebody different. You know, I didn't go to school with him, and I didn't know him, and I've not seen him in the pub all my life, and you know, whatever it is, you know, this is somebody different. And so they start listening, and then so that's another reason for it. So it's all about just fitting in with the system, pick their interests, get them on the call, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, right, let's have a quick look. Peter says you can also use USDC on Polygon. Yeah, okay. It's all there in the information that they have on that website. myvyb.io. You go there and you click on that big button at the top, and it brings down a big page with all the information that you need to get yourself paid in. And if there is a button in your back office now to say I can't verify that, then that's the way to go, folks. That's the way to go. Just do it as quickly as you can. Get in as quickly as you can. I don't know whether it makes any difference to your position in the matrix, but I suspect it will have some sort of influence, but I don't know. Okay, but why risk being lower down? Just do it, okay, for the chance that it may help you. Okay, that's it. Tomorrow, of course, we have the raffle. If you've not got your tickets, get them now. Just $1 each. You can win $120, I think. So it's all there available for you. And we'll have that, and we'll pick another couple of people out for free cash. And until then, start talking to people about it. Get them to, I don't think Vibe are doing any opportunity calls next week. They're doing training calls, I think. But if you've got people that you need to get onto an opportunity call, we can perhaps put one together. If we get people saying, you know, I've got people that want to talk to you on a Zoom, we'll do a Zoom. Put in a support ticket if we get enough in. I'm not going to do it for one person. Although, I don't know. We could do it for one person, and then maybe a few more will come along. Okay, we'll see. God bless you all. Get out there. Start doing the business. Make sure you're locked in. You will, if my calculations are correct, be in profit from day one. So you can't go wrong. If my calculations are wrong, you can go wrong. Okay, but my calculations are usually fairly close. Okay, God bless. I'll see you all tomorrow, and until then, see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See